and join us. So the reason behind this coffee chat was to, get to meet you guys again. It's been a long time. It's been since March since I saw most of you. But, get to understand what questions might you have if you are, number one, a student at BusyQA. Number two is if you are a co-op student, meaning that you're doing your co-op. Number three is if you're in the job market and you're looking for a job, you might have some questions. And the last group of people, I think, are people that, they're thinking about it. Should I join BusyQA or not? What's this all about? So Adip and I, we want to use an hour today from 6 to 7 to, answer all questions, hear from you guys. And yeah, it's going to be a back and forth session. Now, to make this work, I've been doing a lot of online teaching. I can tell you that it's never the same as in person. There are a few rules, which is obviously mute yourself if you're not talking. If you want to talk, unmute yourself, and you can ask me something. I'll very quickly talk about what we've been doing, since March. And, I'll pass it on to anybody else, that want to talk about themselves. So tell me your name, when you unmute yourself, tell me your name, tell me what group are you? Are you a student? Are you a co-op student? Are you an alumni? Or are you just, a new person joining us for the very first time? Okay. So since March, it's been 5-6 months, and BusyQA, we've been trying to obviously adjust, to our new way of life and to our new way of working. And the first thing we did was obviously we had to shut down. I'm going to mute Pramila, if you don't mind. I'm going to mute you. Yeah. Okay, good. So the first thing we had to do was, we had to shut down all our classroom trainings right away. And the office as well, at the time, we had about 30 students in the classroom, in the co-op office. So we had to shut that down pretty fast as well. We went online and we tried a few softwares here and there, and we found Zoom to be quite interactive. So a lot of you today, we enjoy Zoom. I enjoy teaching on Zoom. You guys enjoy using it. So BusyQA has chosen Zoom as our, training platform. In terms of the co-op side, maybe Adit can talk about that a little bit more. We've been busy as well. And I think we're probably very lucky because IT is probably that one place where we didn't really get affected, because a lot of us worked from home or we worked remotely, before COVID. So we signed a new client, Freshie, the food company. And, I was in the office around the time COVID came about. But, the work carried on. Hardeep has been leading that project with about 20 more, of you guys. And it's been going very well. So we're doing very majorly automation testing for those guys, a lot of manual testing. And we are very, very proud of the work we're doing there. And not just because of software, these guys, they were one of the restaurants that were feeding the frontline workers, during the COVID, at that height of COVID. So we're very, very happy to be part of that initiative. We've been working with other companies like Click Health. They've been our longest client for, I think, almost 3 years now. They are actually working with some other companies that are creating a COVID-19 vaccine. So, we also feel very proud that as a very tiny company, we're also involved in something big, something that the world will get to use at some point. Then we have other smaller players here and there. At Nova, I think we have a few of you at Nova. We have Jumbone, and there's a new company we just signed. I think they have a very interesting idea. I'm not single by any means, but I know the single people, dating probably change. I mean, I don't know how people are dating right now with this whole online environment. But anyways, this startup company has a new idea to dating. They really want to change dating, and they came about at the right time because their dating is very remote in the first, instance. Then if there's a match or, they have a lot of algorithms, then eventually they will show each partner to each other. If you like what you see, then you have a face-to-face meeting. Anyways, we're doing DevOps for them. We're doing some back-end development work. We're doing a lot of testing as well. And yeah, these are the things keeping us busy since March. Currently as well, we're creating a few new courses just to keep up with the demands, of the job market. Python seems to be very popular today. We're seeing Python everywhere. We're seeing Python in automation testing and big data, in AI. So we had to go create a Python program that can train a lot of our students or consultants on how to use Python. We also have some JavaScript, Node.js, web development courses that we're creating. And the biggest news is we're going to be a college. So sometime next year, BusyQA will finally, it's taking us some time, but we're finally going to be a college. I don't know where the location will be yet. We're still, planning those things together, but you can now come here for a 1-year diploma, a 2-year diploma program, and international students as well. So I think I see somebody from Nigeria right now. I don't know, but we have a lot of international people that want to come here, but because our courses are very high TT, I see you there. Good. She's from Lagos, Nigeria. So, because our courses are quite short, 3 months, 4 months, you might not get a student visa, but starting from next year, we're going to have, longer diploma courses, which also means you can get OSAP. It means you can get financial help. All that good stuff is going on. So it's busy, 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 as always. So I think that's probably enough about what we've been doing. Maybe Ardit can talk about what's going on in the co-op world. I know they're quite busy as well. And once it's done, we'll pass it to you guys to, for your questions. So Ardit, over to you.
Sure. So co-op department has been busy. As I told, we're working with a lot of clients right now. So Freshie is mostly taking up our time, and we are quite proud the way they have come up and bounced back. And apart from that, we are also kind of looking into the emerging Canadian job market, and we have noticed it is changing rapidly. So according to the competitive market, we are also updating our trainings. So looking at, I would say, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, they have recently posted emerging job report. So as per the report, tech is the king. So we have noticed it's tech and data, which is coming up, and data is the new gold for the companies, and all of them, they need people who can turn it into profit. So accordingly, we have updated our trainings, and also looking at the report, the top 5 skills which they are looking for is big data developers, DevOps engineers, full stack developers, QA analyst with automation, and business analyst and product owner. So these are the domains which are quite hot in the market, and we are ensuring we keep on updating our trainings as well as our co-op to make sure everyone who goes through BusyQA can easily get a job. So that's all from my end. Chai, I think you're on mute.
Oh yeah, thank you. I was on mute. Yeah, I was gonna say Ardit is a man of few words. It's very if you work with him, he goes straight to the point, and I think he explained very good what he's been working on. Okay, so guys, it's open to you. Hi Vadana, I see you on video. TT on video, Vidi on video. Yeah, guys, talk to us. Ask us all your questions. Let's have a Q&A.
So, hi, Ty, Vidhi here. I will go first, I guess.
Okay.
So, hi, Hardeep, and hi to everyone else. So, I
Hi,
completed
Vidhi.
my automation course with BusyQA in February 2020. And after that, COVID hit the market, and I was stuck back in India for 5 months due to COVID. So, currently, I'm looking for an opportunity, and I have like 7+ years of experience in as a QA. But so my question is, I am applying for different opportunities. I do get a scanning call also, but after that, I'm not able to carry it forward. So I am not sure where I'm getting wrong because my resume is getting like pass on. I am receiving a call. I do have a conversation with the recruiter about the job, about the work that I would be assigned, and about the rate. So I'm not even asking for more rates also. It's like a reasonable, I won't say reasonable, but I would like would do like a basic
Right.
salary, but still
You're
I'm not
playing it safe.
getting, yeah,
Right.
I'm playing safe, but I don't receive
Mm,
anything. So I'm not able to go to the next step, at least for an interview call.
all right. Um, so before I answer your question, some people are asking us questions as well in the chat room. So that's fine. I will answer those questions, in between the videos and the chat room. So Vidi, the answer is we've seen two types of news or feedback from you guys in the job market. The first feedback is there are quite a lot of people, majorly agencies, that will call you and ask you for, a lot of questions, not because they have a job, just because they have a database that they're trying to fill up. So you have to be very careful, when you're talking to an agency, because sometimes they might not have a job, but they make money from you guys. So what they do is a number game for them. They want to talk to a lot of people and have a very big database so that when they go to a client, they can say, hey, client, I have 50 automation engineers in my database. Tell me what you want.
Okay.
So sometimes don't get very excited. It is an agency. They will tell you lies. They might not be very honest with you, but their job is to find a lot of people, then present the resumes of a lot of people to their client, and they go down that way. But this is the good news. A lot of them know us because they hire a lot of BusyQA alumni. Number two is automation is in demand right now, as Adib said. If you look at our newsletter, there's about 10 of you that got a job in the past few months. There were 6 from automation engineers. So we know that automation is quite in demand. And if you've gone through our training, which is you can create a good framework, you're good with Java or any other language, you know how to use Selenium really well, you know how to create automation scripts, and you have that DevOps side as well, there's a job waiting for you. It's only a matter of time. Finally, I'll say this. The government in Canada, they're really helping a lot of companies. They're paying 75% of most people's paycheck. So a lot of tech companies are actually hiring more and more because for the first time, they have money, more money. Sorry, I'll mute that person. So, they have more money than before. So keep going, keep applying, but stay away from agencies. Try to go directly to companies. You will get more of a honest feedback by doing it that way.
Maybe also can I ask for a favor that if I can forward my resume to you and Hardeep and you can give me a feedback on that? That would be really
absolutely,
helpful.
Absolutely. We can do that, So obviously send us your resume. And we always, by the way, we have a database as well because we're like an agency too, We don't tell you this, but we do. And we rank all of you, we rank all our students, all our consultants, and we gauge as well your strengths. So when we have clients coming to us, we always send out your resumes, even without telling you, because we know that you probably are looking for a job. So we do that. We always do that without even you knowing that. But yeah, send us your resume and keep going. It might take a month, 2 months, but please keep going. And I guarantee you the automation is hot. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
really
you so
hot.
much.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay,
So somebody asked me a question in the chat room. Someone said, are we based in Canada and do we have any presence in the US? Currently, we are online for American students. The goal is by next year, we're going to be in a state in the US. We're still trying to pick which state we're going to be in. It's either going to be in San Francisco, close to Silicon Valley, or it's going to be towards Atlanta, region. But currently, for American clients, we're mostly online based. Okay.
Okay, so can I go next?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is Titi from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm sure you received a couple of emails from me. And first of all, I'm not happy with what BusyQ did to me. I need to let you know that. If you can be online for American students, why can't you be online for students in Africa? I was offered your scholarship, and then I was disenfranchised because I was not present in Canada. And I was wondering, if all the courses are online, why can't I join? Why can't I take advantage of that too? So I'm not happy about that. Yeah, I need to let you know.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, and then secondly, I would like to know the email where I can maybe forward my CV as well concerning what BD said.
All right. Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. So TC, you're right. We did have a scholarship for Black students, and I guess we're not really clear. Apologies for that. When we created the scholarship was only intended for North American residents, and the reason for that is, this whole systemic racism problem started in North America, and the government asked a lot of companies in North America to help solve the problem. So if we had 20 scholarships, maybe we'll give it to the entire world, but we only had 5, and we had to satisfy those in Canada first, then maybe America, before international. But I saw your emails because they brought your file, believe it or not. They brought it to me saying, "Hey, what should we do?"
Yeah,
and
because I was such a noisemaker. I was sending email, bombarding email because I wanted it so bad.
I know. I saw some of your files. They brought it to me, and we just had to be sensitive. We don't want the word going out there that there are a lot of Canadians, Black people that need help, and we are going overseas to help. It might not look good, but what I'll say is this: we truly want your business. We want to engage with you. I'll send you the email address where you can keep dialoguing with us, because we also want to have a presence in Nigeria. It's a very, very big market. I'm Nigerian, by the way, so it's a place that I would love to have a presence in. The problem has been, to be honest with you, the exchange rate. Whenever we charge prices, we find out that the Nigerians want a different rate. So we've been trying to find teachers in a different market that can charge lesser, so that way we can solve that problem. But anyways, as a CEO, it's a challenge for me that I have to solve. So please keep dialogue with us. If you can afford to take our courses right now in the Canadian dollar, you can go for it. But if you're looking for a different price range, then We haven't solved that problem yet, but I do promise you, once we do, you'll be the first to know.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So I'll send you the
then
general email address. You
Okay.
can you can always send me stuff in there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. So let's go into the chat room. Somebody said, "Can you tell me about OSAP?" Okay. And is OSAP available? All right. So Malia, currently, none of our courses qualify for OSAP just because we're not a college. And that's what we're trying to solve right away. So I'll say, give us till January. We will become a college, and then you can apply for OSAP. But currently, no. OSAP would not pay you to study at BusyQA. But we're solving that problem very soon. Okay. Somebody asked me, Malik said, I'm a 20 years technical sales background. Can you help me get into IT? Yes, Malik, we can. That's what we do. We're very good at that. So reach out to our sales team, and someone there will be able to help you get into, get your dream going. All right. So I think that's all the questions in the chat room. Anybody else in the meeting can ask me a question.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Ty. This is Babita. Remember?
Oh, Babita, yes, I remember. I never knew there was something called Teacher's Day. So thank you for wishing me a happy Teacher's Day.
Oh, thank you. No. Yeah, actually, Ty, currently I am doing co-op with you, and in the Jambon, I have already completed my automation testing, mobile testing, and in fact, I have already given my exam. But one question I have in my mind, because I have already mentioned you that I am ISTQB certified. I have already completed. And I want to know, after completion of this scope, what could be the next step, and how will we go to the market, and how we will prepare for the interview point of view. And one more thing, like due to COVID, we are working from home, right? And for the interview point of view, do we get the training like the online, or we have to come into office? These questions are always come into my mind.
Okay, I'll let Hardeep answer.
Okay.
Sure, I can help you.
Yeah, so sure, Hardeep.
Once you're done with your co-op, so next stage would be, we'll be helping you with your resume.
Okay.
So one of our resource will be helping you with your resume building.
So
there will be a separate workshop for that. And once that is done, then we last stage would be a mock interview. So mock interview would be performed by like industry specialists. It would be Ty, me, or someone else from the team who will be interviewing you. So it's not just an interview. So it's a kind of session where we tell you which, in which particular things you have to improve on, or where we feel like, okay, this is where you are lacking, and you have to kind of brush up your skills and then apply for jobs. So once that is done, then we circulate your resume. So after that, like step would be updating your LinkedIn profile. So after that, you can start applying for jobs. So we also circulate your resume to our clients we know, and also the recruiters who are working with us. So whenever there is a job, they reach out to you, and side by side, you'll be working on your own profile. You'll be applying through LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster. So we'll be telling you which channels you have to apply with, and you can start applying for jobs from there.
Okay, like our copy is gonna complete on 12th of October. And after that, would you give us a break, or directly we will start work on the interview sessions?
No, there isn't a break. So usually co-op duration is dependent upon the project duration. So as soon as the project is completed, then we move you to the next stage.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Thank you, Hardeep.
Thank you. Any other questions?
No, thank you very much. You already give all the answers of my questions. Okay, thank you.
All right. So I see a question in the chat room from Jan Tamak. So Jan Tamak wants to know about ETL testing, and is co-op guaranteed, and is co-op paid? That's a very popular question. So, so Tamak, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. ETL testing, we thought about it. It was a course that we thought about creating, but the problem was there are not many jobs, quite frankly, for ETL testers. So we went the other route. We created a big data course because there are more jobs for big data developers, for data analysts, and ETL tester. So this is my advice to you, Tanak. If you want a job in the big data industry, you know, it's better for you to do a big data course because it's broader, it's more challenging, but then you have way more options, you know, when you graduate than just go very narrow, you know, to ETL testing. So that was the reason, you know, behind why we don't have a course like that. But co-op, yes, all our programs, co-op is guaranteed for all our programs. And do you get paid? I wish everybody got paid. You know, the hope is once you become a college, you know, we can fight for you to get paid, you know, because most companies have a co-op budget. Some students do get paid. The highest you get paid is $30 an hour. Some get a stipend of around $500 a month, and a lot of our students don't get paid. So it depends on the client, the budget. We can promise that you get paid. But yes, most of our programs have co-ops in there. Okay. So Malik asked me, what's the starting salary for automation tester for a beginner? That's a very tough question because there is no really realistic salary. I can tell you the average. Average for a beginner is anywhere from 1 to 4 years of experience. You're looking at $65,000 to about $70,000. But that depends on you. It depends on the company, and it depends on the timing. Right now, automation is hot. Everybody is moving towards an automation framework. So those guys are getting paid a lot. If it's now, I would say getting now before it gets flooded. So right now you probably get a lot of money. 5 years from now, it might have been so flooded where there'll be so many automation testers, and that will make the salary go down. Okay. Tamak is saying, how long is the data science program? What's the price of it? And can you send me the syllabus? So yes, for that, just leave your email address, Tamak. I'll pass it on to the sales team. They will send you a package. Don't quote me on this. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's anywhere from 3 months to about 4 months. Training alone. Then co-op is around, I think, 2 months more. So in total, about 5 months training program. The price, I don't know. But if you leave your name and email, I'll make sure someone sends you the package. So I think that's everything in the chat room. Yeah, anybody else?
As you say, when you post your resume on LinkedIn, you getting calls from recruiters, and of course whichever company you personally apply, they can also call you. So when someone call you, how you identify whether they are just a job seeking job hunter people, or they are genuine people who are really interested to give you second interview? How to identify as we also have little less confidence because we are stepping into something new. So, as a professional, you can say directly, can we ask them the direct questions? Are you a job hunter, or you are like you understand my point? As a beginner?
I do.
Okay.
I was just waiting for you to finish, yeah. But carry on.
Yes, I'm done. So how to deal with that?
Be very honest with them. That's how you deal with them, and honestly, it shows experience. Job hunters, when you're very nervous on the phone and you're very pleasing, they know you're new. They know, you're desperate. I don't want to use that word desperate, but
Okay.
they know you sound desperate. They love people that push them around a little bit to say, listen, I've dealt with job hunters in the past. They're very honest with me because I don't have a lot of time to waste. You know, I have a lot of offers, people talking to me right now. If you don't have a concrete job, let me know right away. They will respect you, believe me. They will go, okay, this person is really good. They're very experienced and they have a lot of choices. The game is let them believe that, you know, you have a lot of choices because they want to make money off you. Everybody wants that super talented engineer that has a lot of choices. So be very honest with them and say, if you are just taking my name down for a database, please, I don't have time for that because I'm talking to 3 companies right now that, you know, I'll ask them, what do you work for? What's the name of your company? Then why are they telling you? Just Google it. And if you Google it, if it's a job hunting company, you will know, right? You will know right away.
Okay, so being like, you know, if you, though you are freshener for automation, you still have a authority, ask them like you are calling from which company and do you have really the posting over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Be very, you know, ask them. Now, they won't tell you the name of the client. So
Okay.
if they are truly hiring for a client, they won't tell you the client's name because they don't want you now going, bye-bye.
Directly to them. Okay. Yeah,
Directly to the client, you know. So they never tell you the name of their client, but that's fine. But, you know, once they know that you're confident and you're asking them straight questions, they're going to respect you actually even more. You know, so never tell them, yeah, okay. Never do that to them. They would know that this is a freshie and, you know, this person is a newbie. Okay.
And we really want your help, like, you know, the question which we know, like, we definitely not able to answer the satisfaction of recruiter. Like, for example, I am telling, if they ask us how you develop the framework for your Jombom project, which we really don't have answer because we have not done your advanced automation course, which maybe teach you the real framework things, which company expect. So this kind of question we can, like, you know, just jumble by learning YouTube videos and all. But for, like, you know, as a, what you call, as a teacher or all, if we create the questionnaire of this kind of question from BusyQA, can we get the answer from the experts? So how we have to explain that? Will the BusyQA will help us in this kind of question where we really, not like the definition of something, but something
Right.
like, you know, real scenario question from the companies, like if we make the question out of that and try to ask, we'll be able to get the answer from BusyQA. So that will help us in the next interview.
Let me actually tell you a funny story or a funny, what I noticed. You know, we have the advanced automation students,
Yes.
and we have you guys, the software testers. A lot of you never want to pay for the advanced because you can self-learn it yourself. Now, doing co-op, we always see something happen where you guys will start sitting very close to the advanced automation students in the office. You make friends with them, you go on lunch with them so that they can pass on, you know, they can self-teach you, you know. So if the office was open, I would say, hey, Badana, just make friends with all the advanced automation people and they will tell you everything. But because now it's all remote, you know, you don't have access to different types of students, put down those questions on a piece of paper or on an email, send it to myself and Adib. You know, we'll try our best to help you out and give you the answers. And also, you know, weigh your risk. If you've been denied a lot of interviews just because you don't know how to build a framework, I think it's time to spend $1,000, $2,000 to know how to do that. Yeah, you know, because you get a lot of discounts as well because you're an alumni. Spend that $1,000, $2,000 and know how to do this and have a co-op experience doing this so that maybe you can get that $70,000 job, you know. So weigh your risk, weigh what you think you can learn. But yes, at your level now, you advance. You can go on Udemy, pay $25 and learn this thing. You know, you have way more option than a newbie coming to IT. So weigh your choices and pick whatever is best for you. But I see that a lot in co-op. We always see it. Software testers will make friends with automation engineers, and before you know it, there's flow of information going back and forth, and we just smile.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Ty, it's Titi again.
Yeah.
Yes. So if I sign on for a course now, and I attend all the online classes, how is my co-op going to be? Is it also going to be remote?
Yeah, that's one thing we haven't figured out as well, because you have a different time zone from us. Co-op is 9 to 5 Eastern time. You would have to probably wake up, start at 1 p.m. in your time to do co-op every day. But yes, it will be Canadian project, Canadian team, and you'll be working on our time zone. But the ideal, honestly, the ideal situation would be to actually tie up with Nigerian companies. I've been doing my research, and Nigeria is becoming very, very proud about this. It's becoming a software base as well. There are a lot of software companies there building softwares, and even Facebook guy went there to Nigeria to talk about all this. So I'm very, very pleased, and I'm looking for a good partnership with companies over there to say, hey, we're going to train Nigerians for you guys, give us some projects to do or hire from us, so that someone like you don't have to stay late at night working. You can wake up at 9 o'clock your time, finish at 5 p.m. your time, working for a Nigerian company and get a Nigerian job, once you're done. So these are things we haven't worked out yet, to be honest with you. But for now, if you were to join, it will be all Canadian projects.
See what I'll think about that.
But if you know any company, you can help us as well, because you're really the first one that really sent a lot of emails and back and forth, and we spoke about you a lot. And I think you're very passionate about learning from us or just learning tech in general. Find those companies in Nigeria that you think we can reach out to for a partnership. We would love to engage with them and tell them what we do. And, if we can get a co-op project with those guys, hey, you have something to do.
Okay, so does it have to be partnership with a company or with like a school, like an already established institution?
It could be either. We're mostly like companies or a startup, just because they are the ones that have the projects, and it's always mostly exciting projects, and they see the value in terms of dollar. So freshly now, they're paying for X amount of engineers. We're giving them double or triple the amount of engineers, and they love it because, Hadith is there every day, but also is so a lot of our students. So it's cheaper for them. They're getting a lot of good work done at a very reduced amount of money. If we can explain the same model to a Nigerian company to say, hey, you're gonna pay for one engineer or two senior engineers, and we're gonna have like 10 people on the project. We're gonna get quality of the work is gonna be very good. That whole model, I think, would also work for any startup company or established company in Nigeria.
Okay, that's an assignment.
Yeah, sounds good. So help us help you. How about that? Lovely. Okay. So there's still a lot of people here. That's good. So I think we didn't bore you guys out. Quite a few more people, 17 people. I got a question from Qatar. He wants to know about the full stack developer. He wants to know the fees, the duration, the co-op, and the placement. Yeah, sure, I can tell you about it. So the full stack, Katui, it's a front-end and back-end program that we combine together. We train in Java and Spring, and we combine that with Angular. So imagine once you're done, you have a legacy Java and Spring, but you also have an exciting front end in Angular. It's actually our highest success rate. You know, we don't get a lot of people in this program because it's quite heavy, but about 95% success rate, you know, once they graduate. The duration is, don't quote me on this, I think 14 weeks of training, and you have 3 months of co-op. It's most likely going to be unpaid co-op, but by the time you're done that 6 months training, you know, you have a very, very good skill that would attract you a very high paying job. These guys make the most money. So there's a record at BusyQA. One of our students got $120,000. I didn't remember that person. He was a full stack student, and it was American dollars as well. So, you know, we're very, very proud of that student. But the average salary that a lot of our students get, it's around 85K. But it's quite challenging as well. You know, it's not for everybody. It's a very heavy programming course. Okay. But if you want to know more, please leave me your email. I'll pass it on to the sales team, and they'll send you a package that would explain everything nicely. Okay. Anybody else? All right. Perfect. Thank you.
So Ty, sorry, if like there is no one else, then I have one question. Any last tips for job hunting, like where we should apply, how, you know, the success ratio gets high, like if you can suggest any tips to us.
What I'll say now is, guys, the market has changed. You know, everybody's working from home. So this is a time to apply everywhere in North America.
Okay.
You know, all the tech companies will be staying home till next year, summer.
Okay.
I think most of them will stay home till next year, fall. So, you know, it's not a time to only look for jobs in Ontario or look for jobs in the GTA. Guys, you know, I think it's easier now actually, because you can apply for a job in Nova Scotia. They're not going to ask you to come because they don't want you there. You know, the world has changed. The way of working has changed. And I think it's a time for everybody as well, job seekers, to really, really expand your globe. Apply for jobs in America. You know, you work from here in Canada. Apply for jobs in Saskatchewan. Apply for jobs in, you know, as wide as you can. Yeah. You'll be really amazed.
This was really helpful.
This work from home, because we see it, you know.
Yes.
Shopify has closed down their office. They're not going back ever again. They're like, hey, if it's been working for the past 6 months, we're not going back again. Google announced that, hey, they're not going to go back till next year summer. I'm like, yeah, right. That means next year fall. Facebook is not going back till next year fall. So you can work from home, right? So really apply everywhere. Don't limit to just GTA, and you'll be surprised. You'll be amazed.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. But it's also a patience game, I find. You know, job searching, we see the happy news. When you get a job, you call us, Ty, Hardeep, I got a job. You know, we see that. We see that. And we also see the anxious people. Ty, I'm looking for a job. And we see the people that are just angry. Oh, BusyQA's fault, I'm not getting a job. we see it all. And my advice is just be patient, learn from every interview, learn from every phone call, and just be very creative, right? Think about how to expand your horizon and get better every time you apply.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll take another question on the chat room. So this is from Jan. What technical skills do you need to be successful in the data science program? So Jan, sorry, there are two different things in there. The data science program, once you graduate from that, you don't become a data scientist. You become a data developer. Now you can go lower and apply for a data analyst position or an ETL tester, but we can't make you a data scientist. Data scientists are the peak of that career, and these people have 10 years experience. They have a lot of experience. So I'll say, leave that aside right now, data scientist. But you can be a data developer. You can be a big data developer or a data analyst. In terms of the skills, they need majorly Hadoop, SQL, a lot of database, ETL kind of skill, Python, R, SAS, some Linux as well, I believe. Those are the kind of skills you need, because all you're doing is a company has a massive data set, and it's your job to mine that data set to make sense out of it. Either they want to make it into a Tableau sense where it has graphs and charts. You have to be the one to cleanse that data, translate it, and make it something useful for the company. But the course would not make you a data scientist, and nobody can make you a data scientist overnight. So don't believe anybody that says, "Hey, I can train you in 1 year and make you a data scientist." No, it's a very, very highly technical job. Or you can be a data developer, and in 5 years, you can be a data scientist. Okay. Somebody asked me, Guman. So Guman asked me, what's the scope of automation testing? Hardeep, do you want to take that one? What's the scope of automation testing?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
So as I've told previously as well, like automation is quite in demand right now. So automation testing, it's not just automation testing, it is called continuous integration, CI/CD as well. So earlier automation was manual. So by manual, I mean there were scripts which were running and you run it on your system. But now automation has changed as well. So with automation going to continuous integration and continuous delivery, so whenever there's a new build, whenever developers codes or they make changes to the current build, so automatically the build is being made, it is being tested. So by testing, that's where automation comes into picture. So the way we have designed our program is like you learn automation testing along with CI/CD. So CI/CD tools like Jenkins, GitHub, and the other frameworks as well. And currently automation is really in demand. And with our experience, we have seen like automation, it's kind of future of testing. So we have seen a lot of companies, a lot of our students who go for interview, they are being interviewed for automation, but from past 1 year, they're doing manual. Why? Because every company, they wants people who knows automation testing, because that's the future. So right now, if you see the market trend, I would say there are jobs for testing. So out of them, there are around 60% jobs where they are looking for automation skills. That's why we have designed 2 different programs, which can get you a job as a QA, which is a combination of manual as well as automation. And there's another one, which is just for automation. That is a kind of specialization in automation testing. I hope I have answered your question.
So yeah, I think that was Gorman's iPhone. Okay.
Okay.
So is there anybody here that So I think I've spoken to people in the job market. I've spoken to a few co-op students. Anybody in training right now? Anybody currently in a training program? Okay, maybe they are too busy to even join. They have enough coursework to do and videos to watch. All right, okay. All right. So guys, any more questions for us? I hope this has been good. I hope you guys got things from this. If there are no more questions, we are thinking, you know, in terms of going forward. So the future of, you know, we don't know when we're going to return to classroom training. We're still watching whatever the city is saying. You know, once we know, we're going to blast an email to everybody to let you guys know when we opened up. So as always, you know, we're going to be in the city of Brampton. We're going to be in the city of Mississauga. We're going to be in Toronto. We're going to be in Kitchener and Mississauga, obviously, as well. But we don't know when that will be. So I just hope this COVID experience, you know, disappears sometime soon. Okay. So thanks to everybody that pulled this off together.
Thank you so much, Ty and
Subi.
Hardeep. This
Thank
was
you,
really
Ty.
helpful.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ty and Hardeep.
Yeah, thanks guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys at some point in the office. Okay. So
Bye.
have a good night, everybody. Keep staying safe.
Bye-bye.
And, you know, we will keep doing more of this because, you know, a lot of people came today. So maybe next month we might also have another one just to hear from you all. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you. Stay
Righty.
safe.
Bye, Vadana. Bye, Vidi. Bye, GT. All right, Deep. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. All righty. Bye.